Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into that world of mobile games. You know the ones, that ads that flash up promising you'll be a billionaire tycoon.
Oh, yeah. Build an empire from your phone. Overnight success.
Exactly. Well, we're putting one of those promises under the microscope today. Okay, so our mission. Let's unpack a specific game. It's called Rich Tycoon. The big question is, does it actually deliver? You know, the car assembly, villa upgrades, becoming super wealthy.
Or is it just hype?
Right. And to help us figure this out, we're looking at a YouTube review. It's called Rich Tycoon Mobile Game Review, Idle Empire or Empty Scam 2025. From Savage Reviews, They seem to give a pretty candid look at things.
Yeah, and it's a good time to talk about this because Rich Tycoon, it's not alone, is it? So many apps make these huge, often kind of similar promises. They really tap into that desire we all have for, like, quick success, building something big.
Financial freedom, yeah.
Right, all just from your phone. So this deep dive, it's really about looking at that gap, you know, the shiny marketing versus what you actually get when you play.
That really sets the stage perfectly. The billionaire dream versus, well, the marketing reality. I mean, the name itself, Rich Tycoon, it's not subtle, is it?
Not at all. Screams money.
And the promise is huge. Become a billionaire, synthesize cars, get unbelievably wealthy. But that Savage Reviews video had a great point about the language they used in the Google Play description. How did they phrase it again?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
They said it reads like it was translated through 17 different languages and then fed through an AI that learned English from cryptocurrency ads.
Ah, yes, you know that exact route.
Totally. That's slightly off, super aspirational language. It's almost too positive, loaded with buzzwords, but kind of hollow. And what's fascinating is how consistently these games do this. You always see stuff like Top Tycoon or Achieve Great Dreams.
Right.
The review compared it to an inspirational poster described a mobile game.
That's perfect.
It hooks you with aspiration, but then you have to ask, okay, how does that actually play out in the game itself? What's the gameplay?
Yeah, the million-dollar question, right? If they lure you in promising you'll be a top tycoon, what are you actually doing in the app? Well, once you look under that tycoon branding, it gets pretty familiar pretty fast.
Generic mechanic.
Very.
Yeah.
The core idea is, okay, you start with basic cars. You put them in parking lots. They make money over time. Higher level cars make money faster. Simple enough.
The standard idle stuff.
Exactly. Then you've got other bits like upgrading a villa, daily wheel spins for bonuses. You know, the drill. Oh, and offline earning, of course.
Of course.
The developer listed is Morad Snow.
Okay. And if we sort of zoom out, look at the bigger picture, what you're describing, what incredibly common, anyone who plays mobile games has seen this.
Right.
It's not some huge innovation. It's basically a standard idle clicker, just, you know, dressed up with tycoon branding.
Yeah.
The formula, like extract parts, assemble epic sports cars, upgrade properties, it's almost a template, isn't it?
It really is.
We've seen it in tons of similar apps, just maybe with different graphics or a slightly different theme. It gives you that feeling of progress, sure, but often without needing much real input or like complex strategy from the player, which leads to a certain kind of engagement or lack thereof.
And speaking of engagement, this is where it gets really interesting, the numbers. The Savage Reviews video points out Rich Tycoon has over 100,000 downloads.
Okay, 100,000. Sounds okay on its own.
At first glance, yeah, 100,000 people tried it. But then the review puts it in context. The really popular idle games, the big hits, they get millions of downloads.
Right, millions. So 100K is...
It puts Rich Tycoon in this sort of weird middle ground, as they called it. Not a total failure, but definitely not a smash hit.
Huh. So 100,000 downloads, but where's the discussion? Where's the buzz? What does the review say about that?
Exactly. That's what they call the shadow zone. The review highlights this real lack of detailed reviews, not much gameplay analysis out there, and crucially, no real community discussion around it. No forums buzzing, no guides, nothing.
You go download it.
And then they just seem to disappear. The review suggests players are probably abandoning it quickly.
Makes sense. They try it, it's not grabbing them, they move on.
Yeah, they don't stick around long enough to write detailed reviews or even complain much online.
And that pattern, or rather the lack of a pattern, the lack of community, it strongly suggests the game isn't really delivering, right?
That seems to be the implication. Okay, so we've got the hype, the generic gameplay, this download shadow zone, but how do these games make money if people just download and ditch? The review talked about a progression trap, didn't it?
They absolutely did. And that's key to understanding this whole genre, really. The review points out the red flags stack up when you look at the mechanics. The main problem, your progress, how fast you build your car empire or upgrade your stuff, it just slows dramatically.
Grinds to a halt almost.
Yeah, unless you watch ads or make purchases.
Ah, there it is.
It's that classic free-to-play model, and it totally relies on impatience, like the review said.
So you're pushed towards a choice.
Exactly. Either you wait basically forever, grinding away slowly.
Or you pay up to speed things up, skip the boring part.
Very common setup.
Yeah.
Very calculated, you could say.
And it's not just buying stuff directly, is it? Even the things that sound helpful, like that offline earning.
Precisely. That's part of the trap, too. Offline earning sounds great, right? Earn it while you sleep.
Yeah, appealing. But as the review notes, these systems usually give you just enough income to make you feel like you're progressing.
But not enough to actually get anywhere significant.
Exactly. Not without hitting those walls again. It keeps you hooked, gives you little drips of reward so you don't just quit immediately. But it never really lets you advance properly without nudging you back towards watching an ad or opening your wallet.
Wow.
It's kind of like, well, the review calls it psychological manipulation disguised as convenience.
That's a strong phrase, but it fits. It's subtle, but it works.
Yeah.
And you see it everywhere, not just games, any digital thing trying to grab and keep your attention.
Okay, so strip away the flashy ads, the billionaire promises, the psychological tricks. What's actually left? The real empire seems to be less about wealth and more about just mindless tapping.
Pretty much.
The Savage Review's verdict was pretty blunt, wasn't it? They said Rich Tycoon just appears to be another generic idle clicker wearing tycoon clothes.
Yeah, that sums it up.
They did make a point of saying it's not necessarily a scam. Important distinction.
Right. It's not outright stealing your money with false promises in that sense.
But it's definitely probably not the empire-building experience advertised.
Yeah.
Not what you thought you were signing up for.
No. And that's the bottom line for you, the listener. If you actually like just mindless capping, maybe while watching TV or something.
And you genuinely don't mind seeing a lot of ads.
Yeah. If that's your thing, then okay, maybe Rich Tycoon could kill time for a little bit, a brief distraction. But if you're going in expecting genuine wealth building or, innovative gameplay,
Or really anything beyond just basic tapping.
you will be disappointed.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It really becomes about saving your time, saving your attention for games or experiences that actually respect your engagement.
Yeah, instead of just trying to extract it.
Exactly.
So what does this all mean then? We've kind of gone from these huge, exciting promises from a game like Rich Tycoon.
Down to the reality, which is often pretty generic, usually ad heavy.
It really shows you need to look past the shiny surface, past the marketing hype, and figure out what's actually in the game.
And maybe that leads to a final thought, something for you to chew on.
Yeah.
Don't just think about what a game promises you, the billions, the empire.
Right.
Think about what it asks from you.
Asks. How so?
Well, is it asking for your time, your patience, your actual money, or just your constant attention, divided between the game and the ads?
Okay, I see.
What really makes for valuable entertainment for you in this, super crowded digital world? And maybe more importantly, how do we get better at spotting the good stuff amidst this sea of apps that all kind of look and sound the same?
Those are really good questions to think about. Food for thought. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into mobile game dreams versus reality. Keep being curious, keep asking questions. We'll catch you next time.